قد حصلت قبل قليل على تصريح المرور أمام المنصة. نحن بانتظار طائرة ال F-22.
Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor. Very latest multi-role fighter for the United States. Designed to replace the F-15 Eagle, which itself was an incredibly competent aircraft. Low observable technology, ability to cruise supersonic. They can achieve supersonic speeds without the use of the afterburner. Eagle Eyes here on my left has spotted it. Indeed, here we come in slightly high from the left. Wonderful sight. F-22 Raptor joins us here at the Royal Bahrain Airshow.
طائرة ال F-22 تمر الآن أمامكم. رائع. على ارتفاع ما يقارب I think that's like 500 feet.
About that.
About that. Zoom up. And we're going to get another pass from the F-22. مرور آخر الآن بعد قليل لطائرة ال F-22 من أمام المنصة فوق مدرج القاعدة.
So indeed, the signals that we had from the road was there's two F-22s floating around, and one of them was going to do one flyby.
Yes.
So the F-22 clearing off to join his mate that's holding down south by Isa base.
طائرة التيجاس الآن تستعد للإقلاع لقيام بعروضها الجوية الآن.
So the Tejas is just holding short of the runway. Not clear yet to line up. She's down in that part of the world.
وقد حصلت طائرة التيجاس على إذن بالإقلاع من المدرج الرئيسي.
Lining up on the runway. This is the newest light combat aircraft from India, the Tejas. Configured to match the demands of modern combat scenarios in terms of speed, acceleration, maneuverability and agility. We can see that all demonstrated shortly. Short takeoff and landing capabilities. He's going to get airborne, he's going to hold it down along the runway, gain speed to go into the first maneuver. Excellent handling qualities. Multi-role capabilities such as air-to-air, air-to-ground, anti-shipping, reconnaissance missions.
طائرة تيجاس الهندية هي طائرة من الطراز الحديث في جمهورية الهند. هي طائرة صممت لمواجهة التحديات المستقبلية وهي من الطراز الأخير في الطائرات المقاتلة. Maximum speed says here supersonic at all altitudes and a surface ceiling of 50,000 feet. أعلى ارتفاع تصل له هذه الطائرة 50,000 قدم. هذه الطائرة تعمل بوجود محرك من نوع F404 GE صناعة شركة General Electric model number IM20.
Now, I didn't have the model number, but I did know that it is the F404 from General Electric with afterburner turbofan.
Well, it says here GIN20.
There we go.
Model number exact.
Wide range of external stores can be carried, total of 8 hard points. Ordnance options, well, really what you'd like, really, air-to-air, air-to-surface, rockets, bombs.
And a naval version too.
Yeah.
وكاريرز. صممت هذه الطائرة أيضا للنزول على حاملات الطائرات النوع المخصص للطيران البحرية. هذا النوع من الطائرة هو ما يسمى لايت كومبات ايركرافت. صممت في جمهورية الهند، وهي صممت خصوصا لمجالات جميع أنواع الأجواء، درجة الحرارة العالية والقليلة، وهي طائرة تيجاس في الإقلاع الآن.
Holding it low down the runway shortly to pull up into the vertical. Inherently unstable in order to maximize the maneuverability of the aircraft. Flying controls, quadruplex, digital fly-by-wire, hands on throttle and stick. Into a square loop. After this maneuver, he's going to come back down. He's done the high pull-up. Up to 8G in the vertical pull-up. So on the way down, gaining speed. This is where he's positioning for the square loop. Display center. Up. Check in the vertical. Wait, not yet. A moment, stick back, and then push over the top. Wait there, hanging negative G, shortly to pull the stick back, to come down towards us. Display center now. Very shortly to pull back. Down he comes. 8G at the bottom. From the bottom of the square loop, high rate turn. To execute a high rate turn, demonstrated the ability to change direction quickly. All exercise with the fly-by-wire system. So coming round for the next manoeuvre, the Tejas. It's in development, it's been around for a while. January 2001 saw the maiden flight. Initial production came around the following year. They've been updated all the way along the line.
They have made 2,871 flights, successful flights.
Coming around for a negative G outside turn. After this, he's going to roll. The sun is now directly in our eyes in the commentary box here.
Yeah, there's a program to make this aircraft a stealth fighter, advanced medium combat aircraft stealth fighter. And programming, they're actually working on it as we speak back in India. Super cruise, super maneuverability, internal weapon bay and smart weapons, active electronics scanned array, and advanced sensors with data fusion, enhanced reliability and maintainability.
Out of the top of the loop, into a slow speed, left-hand, minimum radius turn. Speed will knock right back to around about 160 knots. And when I say minimum radius, it's going to be around about just 350 meters, which is not an awful lot. Certainly demonstrating the flexibility of this aircraft.
مناورات رائعة لطائرة التيجاس. الآن تمر أمام منصة على ارتفاعات عفوا على سرعات منخفضة.
Going over the top of the motor racing circuit to come round for his slow speed pass. If other guys have been doing a high angle of attack slow speed pass, Tejas is going to do the same at round about 110 knots, showing the slow speed handling qualities of the type. This is due to the low aircraft weight and comprehensive fly-by-wire systems.
مرور على سرعات منخفضة من أمام المنصة، ترى أمام ارتفاع تقريبا 500 قدم.
At the end, the afterburner will be kicked back in into a steep vertical climb from the slow speed pass. Gaining height before pulling back to come back towards us. A series of rolls. Series of rolls, right to left, rapid rates of roll. Bit of G to wash speed back, cool down wind, speed coming back, shortly dropping the gear.
ونصل الآن إلى نهاية عرض طائرة التيجاز من جمهورية الهند الصديقة. وقد طلب الآن إذن النزول على المدرج. I believe that's it for the morning shows.
The morning show, it
yes,
certainly does complete the morning show, yes, and indeed the afternoon show.
And the afternoon
However, we have an evening show.
Yes.
We just have to wait for the convenience of the world to rotate a little bit further, another 15 degrees or so to get the sun down.
Yes.
Which will take about
an
hour.
Yes.
Yeah, good that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then we have the Mark Jeffries and the Twisters with pyrotechnics and lights and formation aerobatics, etc. at night. And it is believable, wonderful. I watched it last night, and you at home and on the big screens we were able to see it. And here, obviously, at Secure Air Base, you'll see it, but that is fantastic. So you've got a little gap now. We'll give you a few minutes warning when we're going into it, but I'm anticipating it to be around about 10 past 5, something like that. So you've got about an hour and 10 to move around. See the static display, over 112 aircraft. And as I say, we'll give you a bit of warning before that, but on the big screens, we're probably going to have a little bit of recap of what's gone on in the day, what happened in the last few days, and bits and pieces.
ونصل الآن إلى نهاية عروض النهارية في معرض البحرين للطيران، النسخة الرابعة. وبعد قليل، بعد حوالي تقريبا ساعة، في تمام الساعة 5:10 سنرى عروض طائرات الإكسترا 300 ومع مارك جيفريز وطائرات التوسترز. عروض ممتعة إن شاء الله. بعد